Well, all of the fun is still happening here in Branson while we visit here with my good co-host, Lynn and Barry. Lynn, I appreciate you so much. We've been doing this now for so many years and meeting some wonderful people. There's some history here in Branson, as you well know. There's some, some old-timers that kind of got this entertainment thing kicked off, like the Baldknobbers.
Yeah, about 1959.
I think so. Brandon Mabe is here, and he's connected with the Baldknobbers Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Sure
it's always good to see you, Brandon.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here. Appreciate y'all having me.
Welcome to Bot Radio Network. You attended Nixa High School.
I did.
Now, if we were to ask your teachers about the most mischievous thing that Brandon Mabe did in school,
let's not talk about that.
What would be on the report card, Brandon?
Straight A's, I'm telling you.
Yahoo!
No, I was just talkative. I'll put it that way. I had a tendency to cut up, but other than that, they were usually on my good side, or I was on their good side.
That's
I should
pretty
say.
much a Mabe trait.
It is a Mabe trait. Yeah, we don't know when to shut up sometimes.
Of course, the Baldknobbers Jamboree show started 64 years ago.
Yeah.
You're older than I am as a show.
They started long before I was around.
Third generation.
But Lyle Mabe was Branson's first hillbilly comedian.
Yeah. Wow, George Aggernight. It was his stage name.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Lyle and the three brothers started here, 59, right?
Yep, 1959.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of down by the lakefront, kind of where the landing is area.
And what relation are you to which brother?
So I'm Jim Mabe's grandson.
Okay.
So Lyle and Bob and Bill would be my great uncles.
Give us a little more of the Baldknobbers backstory.
Okay.
And maybe that we're not aware of. I mean, what in that 1950 era, what was your family going through? Why entertainment?
Well, I just kind of go through what I've been told through the years, of course, because I wasn't even thought of at that point. I don't know if my dad was either. But, so they basically grew up, fairly poor family. My great-grandfather was a Baptist preacher, and the boys grew up singing in church a lot. Mm. And Bob Mabe, along with Chick Allen, Allen was Bob Mabe's father-in-law, believe it or not, a very popular Ozarkian. They all kind of sat down and decided to start the Baldknobbers. They wanted to perform to fishermen coming off the lakefront at nights. They performed at pie suppers and different things like that. So they started doing those kind of things, and it just kind of evolved into a nightly show. They started at the lakefront, basement of City Hall, 50 folding chairs is what I've been told, which is amazing to me.
Wow.
They transformed a pavilion into a theater, then an old skating rink into a theater. Then finally in 1969, they landed over on Highway 76 on the Strip. Really, 76 ran all the way down to where the lakefront is, believe it or not.
Yeah.
But as far as Country Boulevard and all this stuff, they moved out there in 1969. And we're in that location for, I guess, over 50 years.
Wow.
Sure.
Wow.
Sure.
What a story. But I know, as you mentioned, there's been a lot of changes for the Mabe family, and the Baldknobbers show, has performed, in Branson for all these years. But really the sound of that great music that you produce, I mean, it's just only fine-tuned. It's like just, it's aged like an old guitar, an old Martin guitar. you know what I'm saying?
Love the Martin guitar.
Yeah, the longer it's been around, the better it sounds.
Well, and we always evolve. They started back in 1959 where the drum set, the percussion, was a jawbone of a mule. I mean, they had a dobro, they had an acoustic guitar, they had a wash tub bass, which was basically a tub with a string.
Where are all of those?
They are in the Smithsonian.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot about that.
In Washington, D.C.
Yes, they
are. Donated all that stuff to the Smithsonian. I believe it was 2011 now.
That sounds about right.
The playing guitar, just because you come from a singing family doesn't mean you're necessarily going to, have the gift. Did that come natural for you?
Yeah, I've always loved music. I've been very passionate about the Baldknobbers and my family legacy in this town since as far back as I can remember. I have music on both sides, from my mother's side as well. They've always had their own band and group, so I grew up playing with them, playing with the Mabe family side as well. And it just kind of came natural, I guess.
You studied marketing at Evangel University.
I did, yes.
Tell us something about your time at Evangel, and were you seeking a marketing career before entertainment?
Well, I just wanted to have a degree to kind of hopefully kind of add to the Baldknobbers and help the family out in different ways other than just entertaining.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to go. I love playing sports, so I actually went to play basketball and golf, believe it or not.
You went to play basketball?
Basketball and golf.
You're like, what, 6'9"?
Yeah, I wish. 5'6". But I could dunk.
You could dunk.
I could jump. I was very fast and I could jump very high. I was a good shooter. But I played golf. Steve Jenkins was the coach when I played.
Great.
He just retired not long ago. He's now in the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame.
Wow.
One of the best guys you're ever going to meet. But I love that school. I had a great experience there. Got my marketing degree, and I started on stage actually my senior year of Evangel. Yeah.
You mentioned golf. So Branson has got some of the world's best
They do.
golf courses. So tell me
Beautiful.
about some of your favorite courses to play.
Oh, well, you know what? In Branson, I've not got to play a lot of the Johnny Morris courses yet. I want to, but I don't get to play as much now as I used to back in the day. But Branson Creek, which is now owned by them, they transformed it. That was my favorite course in Branson. I used to love to play it all the time.
It's in the top 100 golf courses in America.
Yeah. So listen, you golfers out there, you got to come just if you want to play some courses. I remember when John Daly Murder Rock.
That's right.
I played that one too.
That's been changed.
That's right.
And
all those are now owned by Johnny
They
Morris.
are.
Yeah,
And there's
incredible. Oh my goodness.
PGA tournaments to come.
Well,
Yeah.
Brandon, God has blessed you and your wife Megan with a quiver full of kids, 3 sons, a daughter.
Yep.
Your oldest boy, is he 17 now?
He's 17.
Oh my goodness.
17. He learned to walk on stage with me.
Yeah.
I sang a Rodney Atkins song called Watching You. And my son, I started out carrying him across the stage while I was singing that song before the year was done. He was sprinting behind me, dressed up like me. And all my kids have kind of grown up in it as well.
Well, how does being a Branson entertainer affect family life? I mean, I realize that you and Megan, you joined the Baldknobbers stage with all the numbers that you do together and songs that she sings. I mean, but trying to manage family and the responsibilities along with that.
It's hard. One, I absolutely adore getting to sing with my wife. I believe she's the finest singer anywhere, not just in Branson.
She's incredible.
I'm very, very proud of her. So to get to sing with her and to entertain on a nightly basis is a blessing. But with the kids, we miss out on a lot of activities that they have. I was just telling you guys before, Lynn, that my oldest son has a baseball game right after our matinee show today, and sometimes you have to miss a lot of those. But boy, when you get a chance to go, I'm sprinting out of that building. I'm gonna try to get there.
Oh, I love that. I know Clay Cooper does the same thing.
Same.
Same thing.
Very similar.
That's what I love about Branson too, Miss Lynn.
Right.
Family.
That's right.
Yeah.
Our families entertain your family.
Well, Brandon, you've got a connection with an organization called Mobilize Mankind. Tell me something about this group and what it's doing and why you involved.
Oh, absolutely. So it's actually a Branson program called Branson Cares, and they partnered with Mobilize Mankind down in La Paz, Mexico. We went on a mission trip down there this past winter, and we were building and providing pediatric wheelchairs for children in need in that area. And they'd actually go to a number of different places all over the world with different mission trips. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Came back a different person. A lot of these kids, were so disabled. They were curled up in a ball. The families had to carry them everywhere they went. They couldn't move. They couldn't speak. And just to be able to help them and provide them with that mobility and just be a small piece of that thing is so cool to me.
It's remarkable.
Yeah,
it really is.
It was a blessing.
A lot of Branson entertainers are involved right now.
That is so beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, opening night for the Baldknobbers was back in March for this year, for the season. How are things going for the show right now?
Going great. Looking forward to a fantastic summer as well. I mean, we've always changed and updated the show. I want to tell you something that we're doing, though, for multiple audiences. So our regular show is a variety of things. We do a lot of modern stuff, some traditional. We do classic rock, pop, gospel music, a lot of gospel music in our shows. But we also do a vintage show now.
Really?
Which is a tribute to the old Baldknobbers, like the 60s, 70s, 80s. I went back through all the archives, and I compiled what I've considered the biggest hits they've ever done. And we do that on Thursday afternoons at 2 o'clock now.
Wow.
And it's awesome. It's just a great blast from the past for us to be able to kind of show the fans, the old fans, new fans alike, a taste of Baldknobbers from the past and give them the Baldknobbers of today.
Oh, I love it.
It's cool.
So when are
Great
show
idea.
times and where is the show and how do you get tickets?
Yeah, Branson Famous Theatre. It's the theater that we run. It's on Highway 165. We have night shows Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, 8 o'clock. And then matinees on Wednesday and Thursday at 2 o'clock. And again, that Thursday matinee is our vintage.
Wow.
Love it.
Okay, Brandon, on a personal note, what's your favorite summertime adventure in Branson?
Summertime adventure in Branson. Oh, boy, go to the Baldknobbers. That would be,
Yeah.
No. You know, there's so many great things. Silver Dollar City is always a must when you're in Branson. I mean, it's got so many things, a variety from the shows to the attractions, the roller coasters, you name it. But my wife loves to shop.
So you love to shop.
So when we have family in town from Iowa, which is where she's from, we go usually to Silver Dollar City, and then they go shopping. And
That's
we walk around the
great.
Branson Landing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So if you want to spend time with your wife, you got to go shopping too, right?
I'll do whatever I need to do.
That's right. That's right.
The sweetie.
Okay, give me that web address too.
Baldknobbers.com.
Okay.
And you got to put a K in it.
Okay.
Baldknobbers.
Baldknobbers.
Knobbers.
Yeah.
I love it. Brandon, Mabe, God bless you. Thank you so much for stopping by and sharing all the excitement with the Baldknobbers, the history, and what's happening right now
Yeah.
on the stage here in Branson.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you again for having me.